We all know what a robin is, right? Well, on this early winter day, we are in the woods along the Milwaukee River. We are in Gordon Park near Locust Street in River West, not far from UWM campus in Riverview Hall, the dorm along the west bank of the river. This area is home to many robins and various other species. Did you know that not all robins migrate south in the winter? Some stay here all year long, and the flowing river gives them access to water even on the coldest days. How do robins survive on this land? Well, the River Revitalization Foundation gives plants and animals in this area a better home by removing invasive species. And no, it's not just by picking up beer cans or other trash. I have Vince Bushell, land steward of the River Revitalization Foundation, here with me to tell us more. Hi, Vince.
Good morning.
First, could you tell us what are invasive species?
Well, invasive species are non-native plants, usually from Asia or Europe, that have been brought over here either because they're pretty or because they provide us something we can cook with, like an herb or something, and then they escape out into the wild areas, and they have a way of living that just crowds out all the native things. So we end up with like a monoculture of just invasive species, and this woods had that, but now it's improved.
And how do you remove these invasive species?
Well, we cut them. In fact, one's poking me in the back right there. This is buckthorn, and we will cut it down low or dig it out, and then that helps us eliminate that from the landscape. We also pull things like garlic mustard in the spring.
How is removing these invasive species more important than picking up trash in the area?
Well, I'm not saying picking up trash is a bad thing to do, but that's more making the woods more attractive to us, because a robin really doesn't care if it's a beer can or a glass bottle laying on the ground, because it doesn't really relate to those things. In a while there'll be snow here, and those beer cans and glass bottles will be underneath the snow, and the robin still needs to eat. So the robin, I would say, from the perspective of looking at these animals, is more interested in having something to eat. So by having a diversity of plant life here, the source of all our food are plants, then the robin will be able to live, and also all kinds of other species will be able to live here.
How does removing these invasive species give animals like the robin a better place to live?
Well, besides killing stuff, we also do a lot of planting. So we're planting things like viburnums and even some wild cherry trees and maple trees and oak trees that all provide food for the environment. You maybe don't know that a lot of birds eat acorns, the seed from the oak, like wild turkeys eat acorns, and other animals like deer will feast on these things. So having a diversity of plant life makes for a better habitat for all the things that live here.
How does this work help the people also, as well as wildlife?
Well, if you go for a walk in the woods and it looks great, if you have beautiful fall colors, which the native species give us, if you see flowers in the spring of native flowering plants, then people tend to enjoy that experience more. They form a bond with it. If they come here and plant a tree with us, they form a bond with this landscape. If they have a bond with the landscape, they'll tend to want to protect it. So they enjoy it, and that helps protect it.
I also have with me Ellie Kirkwood. Hi Ellie, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ellie Kirkwood. I'm an intern at the River Revitalization Foundation, and I'm also a conservation and environmental science major at UWM.
So how have the service learning students helped your organization?
I really think they've done a ton of great work over the 3 semesters I've been working here. They have not only removed tons of buckthorn, especially from certain focused areas, but they've started planting native plants, which are really beautiful and provide a lot of habitat for the animals here. And also I think a big thing is that the service learning students provide outreach to the UWM community, and they let their friends know and their peers know about this forest here. which hopefully brings people down here and makes them love this area as much as we do.
Thank you.
Thank
No,
you.
This is Sasha Strother, Service Learning Student in Geography 125. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and now come take a hike along the Beer Line Trail from Gordon Park to Riverboat Road. Yay!